Y'all, it's a very nice day today, but the heat is on another level. Holy cow. Good morning, friends. It is San Juan day, and it is just after 10, which is pretty early for me to be up and showered and ready to go. I'm gonna go explore the port. We are leaving kind of early. We got to be back on board by 3:30, so I figured I'd get, my lazy butt up and get out there and, checking things out. I need to get some eye drops. For some reason, my eyes have been like extra bloodshot this trip. Who knows? Some irritation somewhere. Otherwise, I'm just gonna explore shops and maybe eat something. Not sure. This would be probably my only chance to get, like any sort of American type food on this itinerary. And the next one, we're not coming here. So, we'll see how I feel once I'm out there. I am gonna miss breakfast here on board because I was wanting Blue Iguana breakfast burritos, but that's not showing as open in the app. So that's not an option for me right now. So we'll see what happens with that. And then we'll be back on board here in a little bit to do, afternoon, evening fun and games. So let's go do stuff. I'll, of course, take you with me. We'll see what we see. We'll do what we do. And we'll talk soon. All right, so I'm back to the room, and as expected, I do have a towel animal, this little critter that I never know what it is. But anyway, cute. I also have some sort of gift, at least this card says that I do, in my Hub app, but I checked and I don't really see anything. There's like a spa coupon and something else for shopping. So maybe that's what they mean, but those were in there yesterday, so I don't know. Maybe it'll show up if it is something real. But seems like it's probably just an advertisement for me to go spend more money, somewhere else on the spa or whatever, which I have done before, but probably won't this trip. San Juan was great. I definitely love the port. Obviously, Puerto Rico is an American territory, so it feels very American, like a normal port city, kind of like Miami, but, smaller and very hot, as you can see. I'm quite moist, as they say. But yeah, it's almost 1 and I left just after 10, so almost 3 hours I spent out there. And yeah, I got some Starbucks. I looked through the different restaurants. They have some good deals if you go to the restaurants by the ports, especially there's this one that was offering like a full lunch for 2 and a bottle of wine for like $35. And I was like, heck yeah, I would do that if I was, with someone. But yeah, lots of people were going into bars and hanging out and chilling and stuff. So, and at one point I saw Burger King and I was like, maybe I'll get a burger. And then I was like, why would I do that when I can just come back on board and get a guy's burger? So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to freshen up and get ready for the rest of the day, and we'll see what we do next. Guy's Burgers, I think, is in the very near future, unless I get distracted by some sort of other food. But either way, I will be eating here shortly, and then we'll go from there. So yeah. We'll talk soon. So I freshened up a little bit, and then I looked in the app to see what was open for lunch. I definitely planned on Guy's Burgers, but then I saw that Cucina del Capitano had the pasta bar open. If you don't know what that is a sit-down restaurant, and you basically tell them what kind of noodles and sauce and toppings you want in your pasta, and they create it for you custom. It's super delicious. I always enjoy my time there, and it is included with your cruise fare. And of course, I concluded my meal with a drink. That's tequila, soda, and lime. I made my way out to the Lido deck to see what was going on out there. Of course, we were in port, so it was actually pretty dead out there, which was nice to see. You can see all the empty loungers. And I also made my way out to the back of the ship to see what was going on at the tides pool. And then I looked over the edge of the ship, and we had a very nice view of Fort San Juan, so I snapped a picture of that and decided it was time to get some exercise, so I went a couple of times around the walking track. I was definitely trying to make sure that I maintained my health and fitness on this cruise, being that it was such a long trip, and in general, I think I was pretty successful with that. Y'all, it's a very nice day today, but the heat is on another level. Holy cow. After exercise and fun in the sun, I decided to make my way inside the ship because it was just too hot, and I went down to the lobby bar and had a couple of drinks there. I started with an old-fashioned and ended up with a Dos Equis, and then I took the Dos Equis out to the side of the ship because it was nice and shaded over there, but I could still kind of like people watch and, you know, get a feel for what it was like outside. And that led me into the Red Frog pub. I actually met some people in there, so I was chatting it up with them and the bartenders and just having a good time. And while I was in there, we pushed off from San Juan, and I just continued to let the drinks flow. And I also discovered that you could do a beer flight with the drink package, so I had a couple of those as well to sample the different beers that they had on tap. But after several hours in Red Frog, I made my way back down to my room. Good morning, friends. So it is the next day. Yesterday kind of ended a little weird, so let me explain. So I was at the Red Frog pub for the majority of the afternoon. I got there probably like around 3:30ish, and left around 8 p.m. I was planning to get some food, but while I was sitting there, I had a pretty good buzz going. I was talking to people, you know, that sort of thing. And so then we left Puerto Rico, obviously, and for whatever reason, we were bouncing and moving, you know, way more than I was expecting. But then I started to feel the motion, and so I was like, I'm gonna go back to my room, chill for a little bit, and, you know, get ready for the evening stuff. And then when I got back to my room, I started feeling really, like, nauseous. And so I just spent the night in. I didn't even go out and eat or anything after that. So all I had yesterday was that pasta all day. So that's pretty crazy. This might actually be a sailing to where I lose weight. Who knows? I'm feeling much better today. I'm going to get ready to, you know, do Amber Cove and all of that this morning. And, you know, we'll go from there. That'll be in the next vlog. So this will conclude this one, I think. So I want to thank you all so much for traveling with me. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll talk soon, and y'all have a good night.